Dari, hello. It's towards the end of July 2020, and my talk and also slight grumble for today is the still non-functioning of my primary, uh, in fact, Ribble slash Dadashi bicycle, which, as you can see, is minus a rear wheel. So what happened about over 2 months ago now was that whilst out cycling, I had to make an emergency stop, and in making the emergency stop, a garter on her, it would seem somewhat more robust rubber bicycle, um, sort of collided with the back of my bicycle and went straight into my Shimano Dura Ace C40 rather expensive wheel set. In fact, her handlebars went through and around my back into it through my back wheel. Didn't break any of the spokes, but were kind of intertangled with my bike. I couldn't easily get them out. It was like a sort of comedy situation by the side of the road as I was trying to lift her bike through many different angles to get the handlebars out of my rear wheel. Sometime later, I noticed that my rear wheel has warped, and I guess to my everlasting shame, I can do everything with the bicycle in terms of servicing, but I've never attempted to straighten a wheel. I've got a few tools. I've looked on the internet, and it wasn't convincing. I thought, should I start my wheel building straightening career on my £1,000 plus Shimano Dura Ace wheels? And I thought not. So anyway, we're currently living in England, in Warwickshire, and we searched for a shop that could actually straighten wheels, and we couldn't. We've only managed to find one shop. And in the middle of COVID, they initially said that some of the mechanics were away, and would we come back later? And after coming back later every couple of weeks, I said to them, "Well, look, unless I put my rear wheel in, you're never going to fix it, are you?" Because they kept saying, "Oh well, we've only got one mechanic instead of three." So eventually, I asked them. It's about a month ago, and I'm not joking. Could they take my rear wheel? And they said, "Yes, but it'll be at least a month before we look at it." And I said, "Could I bring it to the shop?" And they said, "Oh, I don't know, we've got space for a rear wheel." I said, "What, you haven't got space to store a wheel?" Anyway, so it's a month later now. So next week, they've given me a slot for me to take my wheel to the shop, and they're going to have a quote, have a look at it. I mean, they might just look at it and go, "Oh, we can't straighten that. It's almost straight. We can't do any more." Or they might go, "We can't do it." I don't know what they're going to say. I'm very disappointed that the single shop in Pershore is the only shop in the area that can do wheel straightening that I've found, and their kind of haughty slash very lazy attitude, even in the COVID situation, has really disappointed me. And my friend just bought a £2,000 plus bicycle there, so they're still selling bicycles, and they do have bicycles coming in and kit coming in. So I really thought they might have been able to straighten my wheel in a less than 3 month time frame, but apparently not. Anyway, the only good news is that I'm taking it next week. I hope they can look at it, or I can leave the wheel with them to look at, and I hope they can straighten it. And then after this situation, it's prompted me to look at wheel straightening, because that's the one thing that I've really not mastered when it comes to bicycles. So yeah, hopefully in a week the bicycle will be back on the road, and I very much look forward to that situation. Okay, Dari, that's it for now. Thanks for listening.